Sometimes you gotta stay on your grind and show 'em.
I think I am about to take off. It's like a weird knowing. I know people say that shit all the time, but like it's no other option for life, but it just won't make sense at this point. You know what I mean? And I think life truly, truly knows that about me. Like I'm done. It's get rich or die trying for me, and it's not about money. It's about like just going to a different level of this life, so I can do everything that I technically want to do. And it's not about always having fun. It's about being able to make that option fun to have.
I found a mirror laying flat on the front yard grass. Old silver frame cracked like shattered glass. It wasn't there last night, and when I walked past, but now I sat still like the moment trapped in mass. Picked up cautious glass, cold to the touch, cold like winter, but keep it too much. Like I held this season, no hands should pluck. Like the stored someone fear in a frozen hush. I was building and it quiet when the noise felt loud. I had faith in the vision and when it wasn't allowed, they mistook my patience for falling behind. I was stacking my focus, getting right with my mind. Every month taught discipline and every win taught grace. Every closed door forced me how to master my pace. I don't argue with doubt, I argue instead. Let results talk back for the words I never said. Do you hear me now when I speak this clear? I was styling for years and now the signals here. Same heart, same soul, and just sharpen in fear. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me? Do you hear me now when I walk this way? Every step got weight, I don't gotta say. If you slap with me then, it's cool, it's okay. Do you hear me now? And do you hear me? I don't chase validation, I validate self. Confidence builds self, you had to sit with myself. They only see the glow, not the nights I was low, not the moments I stayed when I couldn't let go. Rushing my stride when you trust your direction, the fear fall to the side. If they ask who next, I don't point, I appear. Presence speak louder than anything that you hear. If you ever felt ignored, just a flip moment to flip. When the quiet get loud and the dark start to slip, you don't gotta scream when it's solid and true. The whole world just trust quick to finally see you. Do you hear me now when I stand this firm? Every scar, every loss finally give me return. If you felt it this deep, it's meant for you. And do you hear me now? Cause I hear you too. stance. I knew I was elite before I had my chance. Forever a champion when the lows. I don't let the moment define my moves. Blood in my heart, the fire in my breath. I earned this title, surviving the test. Forever champion, stamped in my soul. When pressure tried to break me, it made me whole. Even when the lights go dim, I stand who I am. What? Forever a champion. I train in the shadows while they play it safe. Every setback, just surrounding my range. I don't talk rings, I talk resilience. Long and G louder than the brilliance. I kept my posture when the odds lean. Didn't panic when the vision got foggy. I don't rush crowns, I respect the timing. Greatness cooked slow, that's the perfect climate. I've been hit, I've been tested, I've been bent. Never broke through, that's a testament. I don't compete with trends or opinions. I compete who I was, that's the opponent, you get it? Forever champion when the lows. I don't let the moment define my moves. Blood in my heart, the fire in my breath. I earned this title, surviving the test. Forever champion, the strength of my soul. When pressure tried to break me, it made me whole. Even when the lights go dim, I stand on who I am. Cause what? A champion. I've been tired in ways that sleep can't repair. Still showed up sharp and still prepared. I don't brag pain, but I honor the ground. That every scar proof that I crossed that line. That I don't fear defeat, I respect the lesson. Wins feel better when you paid attention. I stayed locked in when it wasn't fun. That's how you finish the what you begun. And I don't need belts, trophies, or applause. My confidence in turn to unbroken laws. I've been doubted, dismissed, or overlooked. Still rewrote futures, that's the way I look. A champion ain't just wings on the board. It's how you respond when your life ignore you. How you stand when the crowd get long. How you keep your faith when the crowd go gone. I don't quit when it hurt, I adapt. That's the difference between me and you and the things that you lack. I learn endurance and louder than speed. I slow grind steady. I how the legends breathe. That I don't fake strength, I built it for real. Every rep mental and every thought steel. I stay silent when temptation came and didn't sell my soul just to speak the lane. No, 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 no. I don't duck pressure.
Imagine being
The champion, called my friend. Pressure tried to break me, I stayed the same. Even when the scoreboard questioned me, I stand on myself, forever champion. I train with a motivation when missing. Discipline carry me through the distance. I don't chase height, I execute. Results louder than the public opinion. I've been doubted by people I once admired. Turn that feud into something inspiring. I don't react fast, I respond quick. Every calculated, nothing unchecked. I know I stay composed when it wouldn't been easy to quit complain. It move too breezy. I don't feel failure, I study it closely. That's how you win when the pressure approach me. Forever champion, stamped in my steps when lost trust. And yeah, I still advance. The heart's still heavy, mind still shut. I don't lose my edge when the lights go dark. Forever champion, called to my frame. Pressure try to break me, I stayed the same. Even when the scoreboard questioned me, I stand on myself, forever champion. I've been tried in ways sleep don't heal. Still show the focus, still kept it real. I don't talk struggle, I embody the growth. Turn every almost in something I own. I don't rush crowns, I respect the climb. Legends take years, not overnight shine. I stay patient when the doubt got loud. I let the time prove me without making a sound. I don't need praise, I know what I survived. That alone tell me that I'm qualified. I don't quit when the outcome unclear. Champions move forward when the fear appear. A champion ain't perfect, that's persistence. Fall 7 times, rise with precision. It's the mindset when the body stays stuck. I'm staying locked in when the pressure non-stop. I don't peak early, I'm built for the distance. Longevity feel by myself, relief and vision. I don't sell out just to speed the run. I'd rather last in the number one fast one, you know. I don't dodge the smoke, I walk through the heat. That's how you earn respect when you don't retreat. I've been counted out, crossed and overlooked. Stereo the futures in the way that I look, and I don't fear the end. I trust my prep, championship mindset, and the breath by breath. Forever champion, deeper than rings. It's the posture and the pressure, not the temporary things. Yeah. They feel me before I speak, and that's the pressure. I walk in calm, homeroom, and just presence. I don't chase light, I generate, that's leverage. They feel me before I speak, that's different. They feel me before I speak, no flex and no loud moves, just silent aggression. If you know, that's the message. And they feel me before I speak, and that's essence. I don't enter the rooms, I arrive with a 10. Every step got weight, cause I know what it meant. I've been guided by people who have never went far. Now they watching real close, like I'm raising the bar. I don't rush conversation, let silence breathe. Confidence loudest when it don't need a scream. Every scar on my back and build posture and spine. Now I stand high, stand, and everything is the line. They feel me before I speak, that's the pressure. I walk in calm, a whole room with just his presence. I don't chase light, I generate, that's leverage. They feel me before I speak, and that's different. And I'm in him since quiet, they know this now. Same soul, same code, and just focus now. I don't need approval, I prove the move. Everything I touch, let it do what it do. They can question the way, they can doubt the tone, but you feel truth quick when they stand alone. I don't compete with the noise, I compete with the time. And the time always prove who's built to shine. If you carry yourself like you know what's ahead, people listen different to the words you ain't said. Energy talk fast, the words come second. That's how you move when you already selected. They feel me before I speak, and that's the Lord. No hype, no bluff, just know who you are. If you feel this drag, it hit you deep in your chest. That's because real confidence recognize itself. I mean, real confidence recognize itself, and I mean. Sometimes you gotta stay on your grind and show 'em that you never loved. I don't think small, I think big, and move heavyweight, and every step concrete. Vision so loud, even silence speak. I was built before this, they picked the teams. I came from nothing, with a nerve of belief, and turned late nights into these permanent peaks. They still asking how, I just execute plans, and while they watching the wave, I'm controlling the sand. Big energy, room get tense when I enter. I don't need introductions, the presence remember. Pressure never cracked me, it's sharp in my center. I was fortunate dark, and now I glow with no effort. I don't chase no moment, I bend time instead. And every loss being interest, now I'm multiplying bread. I don't flex for approval, I approve what I need. If they question the value, I don't answer, I live. Big vision, I see past the frame. smooth. I've been quiet with power, that's the deadliest type. When the work's so real that you don't need to recite. They confuse my patience for me losing steam. I was stacking up leverage, building BIG. Big dose, no capping my breath. I don't pay for the win, I prepare for the test. Every scar on my back and got a story attached. Every step I survive and put momentum on that. And talk legacy, I'm living in there. Every choice I make got tomorrow around. I don't build bridges, I build whole roads. So I elevate now, everybody knows what. I'm big power, you feel me before I speak. Even doubters go quiet when the truth is clean. I don't rush destiny, I walk it down. And when you solid like this, the whole world adjusts now. Yeah, think big, move big, stay big. This ain't luck, this is discipline. And what? If you still dreaming small, don't blink. Cause I just turn pressure into the B.I.G. And who really wanted with a nigga? Like, what, yeah. But
More time. What up? What up? What up? All right, cool. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. It's been a while. It's been a long, long fucking time. Let me turn this shit down. All right, yeah, it's been a long time. It's been like 4 months since I've been on stream. Last whatever. Been building though, obviously. Like obviously, always building, always creating, always trying to do something different, always trying to create something that's just not available. And I did that. As you guys can see, I know more people will see the stream later because I will put it on video demand. I will put it other places. This is really not meant to be like a live stream. It's really meant to be like a accountability check one for me, to keep going, to not stop because I feel like once I say it publicly, then I can't stop, right? Two, it's also an archive on what I've built already and where it's going to go. Keep accountability of, okay, you're here today, but you need to go here tomorrow, here from a year from now, right? So that's really why I'm doing this. And also, obviously, to show off the game itself. What's cool is that the game is available on Twitch as a category, so you guys can choose to now choose it as your category as you go live, and you can also see other people playing games and creating their own games from this. So let's get into Manifest and what it is. Manifest Anything is a game. It's a AAA game actually built on Unreal Engine 5. And the purpose of this game is to create other games. Now, right now, it's a small demo where it's just showing you, okay, you can create an open world. You can start manipulating that world, modifying it, having the AI assist you doing it. But the goal of this game is to be like a prompt engine, like any other vibe coding tool, but where you could just say a prompt like, hey, I want to create a Resident Evil type game, or I want to create NBA 2K, or I want to create any of these games that you already know exist. Not that it's going to copy that game, it's just going to make your own rendition of that game. What's cool is that we're going to have an arcade, just like Roblox, where others can play your game, whether it's multiplayer, single player, story mode, whatever you decide to choose to create, it will be available in Manifest Arcade. I am working on a few things, right? Like there's some complexities in the middle when I'm building this, and it's more about IP licensing and likeness, right? Because as much as I can say NBA 2K, for example, we don't have likeness contracts as of today to say, okay, let's grab LeBron James and put him in a game, right? Like we can easily make an avatar of anybody, make it realistic, make it pixelated, whatever you want to do. You could be a full blown metahuman if you wanted. It can handle any quality, as you may know what Unreal Engine can. So the goal is to now have this ability to have these games created from just your imagination and then be able to play it in real time, right? So that was my thought process. I felt like that was probably one of the best things that Twitch can get because I see a lot of people obviously playing games. That's what Twitch is pretty much made over instead of just chatting and IRLs. But games get stale over time, and of course there's a lot of good developers out there constantly building games, and they're releasing as fast as they can, but it gets slow sometimes, and it's not their fault. It's hard to build a game. It's not easy. I can tell you, I can show you, even with Manifest, it's fucking hard as shit. So I understand the pace that it takes to even get to that level of having a full-blown AAA game, and I just want to make it easy for both the player and developer to now be able to experience gaming at a whole different level. So that's what I created. I'm gonna get right into it. Let me just pull this shit up. But yeah, man, it's been a long month. It hasn't been that long of building this game, but we got pretty far of just building this. And when I say we, I really just mean me, because it hasn't been anyone else helping me or coding with me, which is cool. Obviously I'm coding with AI, vibe coding, whatever, but it's been literally a journey with just me. Just being my own brainchild and saying, you know what, let me just create this, let it go to the market. Let's separate it from companies that people already know me from and just get this out as its own thing, right? So that's my focus here, and that's why I built this whole game that you're about to see. Let me just pull it up. Uno momento. So I'm gonna change my screen here. I'm gonna pull it up, and then yeah, you'll be able to see what's going on. Hold on. Where is it? All right.
Create a world where say it, play it.
All right, so as you can see, we got a cool little animation comes up. I'm gonna stop saying we because we just stuck in my head from saying it for years. Added this animation because obviously most games have an animation. It does say manifest coming soon because we're in demo mode. Now, the goal is to release this, not full, I'm not gonna say full game because honestly it's gonna be a work in progress for a long time. I am gonna make different components of it to make it easier to build and easier to update and easier to just make more features. But to get to that level, it's just gonna take some work. So we do have the game live on Steam. That's coming soon. Early access is coming. I would say within the week, and then by February 17th, we're gonna get into, I would say, beta mode. I don't even want to say full game yet. It's probably not gonna be full game until maybe April, June-ish. Depends how everything goes. If things go well, then we can keep going faster and see where we go. But honestly, I want to build this in front of you guys, show you exactly where it started, where it's going, and it be transparent. So simple, you log in. If you don't have an account, you hit create account. What that will do is that will bring you to the manifest homepage, or not the homepage, but the off page, and that will allow you to create your account. Once you have an account, you'll be able to log in, and then you'll see these two buttons here. On the left, obviously, it says create a game or continue a project or start a new project. On the right, which it says coming soon, is the arcade feature, which is obviously coming soon, as I already mentioned. That is going to be one of the coolest things I'm going to add to this game, because I'm going to be really happy to see your guys' creations, and we're going to have hackathons within our own game. Meaning, I love the game, as you guys already know. I'm sure you've seen me game in a lot of good games at this point, and I want to just give you guys maybe like a goal to make this type of game. Like I said, make a horror game, but make the horror character this, and make this many jump scares in the game, etc. You guys see what I'm saying as I go along. So once you hit create your game, if you have existing projects, all of them will populate here. You'll see each different game or each different project that you had already created. You can just resume it or delete it if you want to, rename it, etc. Obviously on my screen you see there's a lot of different projects here. I've been testing and shit out of this every day to make sure it works properly. But as you can see, it's there. So if I hit new game, normally it would bring up the prompt, but since I'm in this type of mode, it's not going to bring up the prompt to ask me anything. But as you can see on the top, it says the world is listening, try to make it rain. So what's cool about this is you have this AI assistant inside your game at all times. What I am adding over the next few days is voice, right? Voice for Manifest having its own native voice and the ability for you to train your own voice and speak to it as yourself. So yes, it'll be your voice speaking and you'll be speaking to yourself building games, which is not that hard because I'm almost done. I just have not shipped that new update yet, but I need to test it. I need a few more days and then I'll ship it out. But in the meantime, you have a keyboard here. You can easily type in. If you have a controller, however you're playing it, you can obviously hit the keys here, or if you're doing it from a computer, you just type it in. So, I did like a little, in this demo, I did like a little tutorial. So when it says the world's listening, it says try to make it rain. You just type in make it rain, and then you'll see the world change. Things go dark, and now it's, creating rain. It's creating rain in one spot. You can tell it to make it rain anywhere in the world, and it will do that. So now it says make it night, right? So I can say make it night, and now you see it's nighttime. Now it's telling me to add an NPC, so I can do that by typing add an NPC, and now I have all these choices. Now I just really want a character, as it said. I can hit spawn, and boom, now the character's there. I can double click the character, and I can now move it. It's the simple controls that everybody already knows, which is WASD, and then it's also controller enabled as well for you to be able to use your controller. Now, everything in this world is modifiable. You can literally go to the side here, and you have so many different options of what you can do, whether you want to add an object, environment settings, time of day, weather, lighting settings, terrain tools, NPCs, world reset. You have AI actions. You have generate environment. You up here you have create and edit menu. So once you're done with your game and now you want to have a start menu, you can literally create that menu inside of here and do a lot. So as you can see on my screen, I have mine and I have 172 projects already done, and I have 1,400 assets. Now, if you're on our Discord, and I will put our Discord on somewhere, you can find it on our website, but I'll put it somewhere on Twitch that's easy to find as well. In our Discord, you're able to generate your own 3D objects. Once you generate your object, once you go on Discord, you'll see all the instructions how to do so. But once you generate your object, you can choose to list your object on the marketplace, and you can monetize that. If people use your object in their game, you do get paid because they have to buy the asset before they can put it in the game. So everyone that's a creator can be involved in different ways. You can also monetize your voice, and you can also monetize your avatar. So if you create an avatar of yourself, and now you want it to be available in the marketplace so other people can play in their games, you can do so. So instead of it being this robot that you see here, it could be your avatar walking around just as well. Now let's get out of the menu. So it's telling me to go to the statue. So the statue is located in the middle of the map. This map is pretty huge, but as of here, you can see what I can do. So I can say for this steps here, I gave it no mesh, so you guys can see I'm doing it in real time. And now if I say make it wood, I click off of it, it says save changes, and now I can make this whole thing wood in real time. So literally it's a real-time world builder, a little different than what people are used to, but this is what it can do. Now you can see it has all the controls, jumping, all the mechanics. What's cool is that if you're familiar with Unreal Engine, there's blueprints, there's gameplay mechanics, there's different things that, Unreal Engine needs for you to be able to make a full-blown game. The AI understands all of that. So I trained this model to understand every component that Unreal Engine has to be able to now do this in a game setting so you can create your own game. So if you have a specific blueprint or certain thing that you want the game to do, it can do that. And obviously you can see just by making these prompts, it can easily do that. So I can say make it day so I can see better. And now I can see all the lights because now the sun's out, right? I can move off of this. It was telling me to make the statue wood. So I'll make the statue wood. And now you see that. So any type of texture, any type of asset that you want to generate, you can do that through our Discord. I will eventually put on the website an easy way to do that as well. But since people are used to doing like actions and using AI in Discord at this point, it was just made sense to make a command line function in Discord to be able to do that. So you just hit generate 3D object, and you could do it from a photo, or you can do it from text, and it will generate that option. Literally all in Discord too. You can just list it from Discord. You just hit list. As long as you're linked to your profile from Manifest in Discord, it'll go right into the marketplace. It does have to get admin approval. So if you do create an asset, you may not see it in the marketplace right away, but within 24 hours, you will see it in the marketplace as long as it's not offensive. If it's offensive, we're going to deny it. I'm going to deny it. Let's just say that. So don't create stupid shit because we don't want that. We don't want problems. This is not a game where, we want like kids being harmed or things crazy shit happening, throughout the whole process. So that's basically what we're doing here, is just creating a safe place for people to create their imaginative games, because I know people have games in their head that they would love to play, or even games that used to exist that don't exist nowadays that they may want to recreate, and they can do that. So any type of game you could think of, you can do. This is just a small demo of what it can do in real time. So let's just say I wanted to add an object. I could say add door. Now, this is, again, since it's demo mode, it's not the fanciest looking thing here right now because, I just wanted to make sure the assets were loading up. So I did it quick and just made sure that it can be shown in a way. Obviously, as the game gets closer to full release, you'll see more of these door pictures. It'll show you exactly which each door is functional, what they do, how they function right now. So let's say it's like sliding doors, it will show you that animation of how the doors slide. Or if it's just a generic door opening and closing, you'll see how that works. And also the meshes and colors that that door comes with, because it might be a red door, it might be a blue one, etc. But let's say I choose any of these doors, right? What happens is it spawns the object, and some of these don't spawn right away. Again, don't mind the demo mode. Some of them work, some of them don't. So that one, I'm not sure where it went. It might have went above me. I don't know. But let's just try another one. So as you can see, this one doesn't have textures, but now it's there. So I spawned this here. I can take this with me. So now, as you can see, it's coming with me. I can drag it anywhere in the map, and I can place it anywhere in the map. As I move my, NPC and my character, this object follows me. So you can spawn it. You can tell the AI to spawn it somewhere. If you wanted to go in a specific place in your map, the AI does know your whole map. So you could say, hey, put it over here where the statue is, and they'll put the door over there. Or you can literally play the game in real time, walk over to the spot you want to be at or where you want the door to be, and put it there in real time. So the game is very functional two ways, whether you want to do it yourself or just use AI. There is a cost, obviously, right? Everything costs. So it is free to have 200 coins, which is a decent amount to build smaller games, right? But if you want to build bigger games, you're looking at $9.99 a month and $19.99 a month. Not a lot, right? I think ChatGPT is still more than us. And if you're a gamer, this is a lot for you to do with AI. What's cool is that if you're on the higher tiers, you have more access to smarter things what AI can do. It can help you actually generate the words a lot faster. So if you're like, okay, I want to do Resident Evil, and now you're like, I want to make this type of horror style game, what it'll do is it'll go through a clarification process with you, meaning, okay, what type of Resident Evil game? Meaning what what am I trying to say? What game do you want to do? Like, there's like 7 different games of Resident Evil. So do you want like the first one, or do you want to do the 7th one? Like, what style are you looking for as you want to build this Resident Evil game? Obviously, it's not going to take what Resident Evil did. It's not going to infringe on their IP, but it will create things that are similar, so you have the same similar experience. From there, you need to be creative, create your own story, and create your own storyline around it. I am building like a storyboard mapper, if that makes sense. So, there's a lot of video models out there that can generate videos. So what I'm trying to do right now is train the model to understand the characters that are existing in the game. So you may want to create a cutscene of that, right? You want to create a cutscene of, all right, I now walked into this door, and now the bar, let's say you walk into a bar scene, and now the bar scene plays, and it has all these other characters, and now your character walks up to another character, they have a dialogue, and they go through the whole process of whatever the game is. So what's cool is that these video models can do that. It just needs to understand where the game is. So in order for that to happen, it needs a storyboard to now say, okay, we're here in the game, and I need to put this here. So think about video editing for a second, and how you see a timeline, and you may be able to put your different frames in. That's the same way the game will work, right? So it'll say this frame is gameplay, this frame is cutscene. So now it'll know, okay, you went through this gameplay, you're heading to this cutscene. Once you walk to this door, now this cutscene will play. Once this cutscene's done, now we go into the gameplay again. And that's basically how it works. So you can literally go through it as much as you want. We'll have more options of maps. I think right now we have one map available in the demo, but I think overall in the beta we'll have about 50 maps available. People can generate in the meantime, so by the time the beta comes out, we may have more. I will generate more myself to make sure there's a little more than 50. And I do want to start giving people things where they can create games like Grand Theft Auto, for example, right? So vehicles, more guns, more NPCs that are controlled in their own way. What's cool is that you can make them AI'd, so you can have them have a dialogue that's fixed, like normal games, or you can make them a little bit of alive, meaning they are now living in a simulation you created, and whatever you tell them that they're doing, they'll be doing that all day, right? So normally when you see Grand Theft Auto and there's a cab driver going by, that cab driver can do way more being an AI, meaning instead of it just going down the road, stopping at a red light, go and you now walk up to the car, pull him out, and now you take his cab. Other things can happen in the meantime, right? You can make the AI let it think itself and have that character think and reason itself to do certain actions in the game that it knows it can do. For example, instead of it just being a cab driver, it may get out. It may get out the car, it may park, it may now walk into a store, it may do other things and live in a simulation just like any other game would, right? So that's the cool thing. I think that's the difference between most game creators and Manifest is that the ability for AI to be included in a game in real time as you build it. So I was excited. I really wanted to show everybody where this is at. You know, it's obviously a extreme work in progress. There's a lot that has to happen every day, but I am going to be building this in front of you guys. I'm going to show you the pain points of what it takes to build some shit like this because I'm not going to lie, the first couple weeks was stressful. I mean, the whole month was stressful, but the first couple weeks for sure because I had to relearn Unreal Engine. And if anybody knows Unreal, it's one of the biggest fucking engines in the world, other than Unity, and it's hard as shit, man. It's not one of those things where it just like you can learn it overnight. So for me, it took me 16 hours per day. Like I would sleep and then wake up and then just all day do this shit, you know. And I'm not kidding when I say 16 hours. Like I would start at 10 a.m. and go all the way to 2 a.m. Right? So it was a lot, but you know, we got this far. We got it in Steam. We got it on Twitch. We got it to a point where now others can even participate in the game, create their own accounts, buy their coins, submit their assets in the marketplace, eventually submit their own IP, monetize themselves, whatever they want to do. You know, there's strict contracts too on how people take your assets, what they use it for, and all these things. We're not going to let people take your avatar, make it do stupid shit. You know, obviously things are gameplay, but when we say like more offensive stuff, we'll be watching for things like that. So you don't have to worry about that. We won't be perfect right off the bat, but we will make sure we get better over time. And yeah, I mean, I'm proud of myself for even getting this far because it's been a thought in my head. I'm not gonna lie, like for the last like probably like 3-4 years, you know, and it's just as AI got more apparent with vibe coding, it just became a lot easier to actually make this conceptual and then say, okay, like I can use vibe coding, I can use my own coding skills to do these components, and then if I need help, obviously go back to vibe coding and see what I'm doing wrong and get it done. So thank you, Cursor. Thank you, all these vibe coding platforms. Because if it wasn't for you guys, man, it'll be a lot harder to build this shit. Not impossible, but a lot harder to build this shit. So now that we're here, I mean, February 17th is going to be a good day because I will have a lot more of this done, especially with the voice mode. I think you guys will like that. I think voice mode is going to be one of those things where it's different, right? Like I don't know a lot of AI platforms out there right now that you can clone your own voice other than 11 Labs, hear yourself and be able to conversate with yourself. But while you're conversating with yourself, you're creating something. You know what I mean? So and it's very cool and conversational. It's not like robotic, right? It's not gonna just say like prompts. It's actually gonna conversate with you. So when I mean clarification, it may laugh, it may joke with you, it may do different things with you as you're conversating to keep it fun, interactive, but at least get your goal done as well. So that's why I think it's important for this next feature to come out because it will dramatically just change your experience of what Manifest can do. And then from there, we're gonna add some other things. Music is another one that we will do. We have a few music models already created that I created a while ago. So I will add that so you can generate your own music. So for example, if you are creating your own Grand Theft Auto, for example, through Manifest, like, or I should say Grand Theft Auto type. I don't want to, get sued for that shit. But like your own Grand Theft Auto type game, you may be in a car, you may have a radio that plays, and you want the radio stations just like they have to switch and go to different stations playing different music. And you have two choices. You can either have the AI generate those type of music in real time, or you could just generate a certain amount of tracks, have them available. So now when someone goes in the car and plays your game, that's the playlist that is playing based on what station they're on, right? So those are some things that I want to add. And yeah, just a lot more assets. I think the more people that join now help us create assets, that will dramatically make the game better. You know, as much as I can sit here and make assets myself, it's a little easier when people are doing it too, right? So I want to do some type of collaborative effort. That's why we're paying 70%. of anything that comes from the marketplace. And I probably will go higher, because as the assets fill up and the game is actually strong with, it's just asset heavy, let's say, then I can say, okay, we can start paying a little more for specific things. I may say, okay, generate more vehicles because that's missing. I could tell you right now, we're missing everything in sports. So this game probably won't be the best to generate a sports game. Even though I mentioned NBA 2K, there's a lot of pieces that it needs. For example, a basketball. Yes, it sounds easy to generate, and it is, but I haven't done it yet. So there is no basketballs. There's no baseballs, nothing, no, not none of them, right? So we do need that. Let's say a jersey, for example, those need to be generated in different ways. So we need that, and even like a court, like a basketball court, that needs to be generated, or a football field. So if you could think about what a game would need, you can see what the game manifest already includes and just fill in the blanks. And the more you help us fill in the blanks, the more those assets will be used, because as players and developers play manifest, they're going to want to create those type of games, and if those assets are missing, then they won't be able to. So if you fill in the blank with the asset, you're getting the chance to monetize with that player or developer, because once they complete that game, or even while they're building it, they will have to purchase your asset to complete their game. So it's a win-win, right? And I don't think anything's better than that as of right now. And I'm just proud to say we did it. I'm proud to say it didn't take 4 months. I was doing other stuff for the 4 months. I think we talked about stuff in self labs and everything else. All that's still going. I'm not gonna end anything there, but this is a passion project for me because, as you guys know, I am an avid gamer, and to be a gamer and to not own a game at this point of life just didn't make sense with me. And I didn't want to just build like a horror game. I could have did that. Obviously, I could have probably did that faster than Manifest, but Manifest gives me the ability to make any other game that I could think of, plus give you the ability to do the same thing. So I thought that was important, because now there's no excuse for a gamer to be bored. It's just now your imagination on how that can be. So I'm excited for what people are going to build. You're going to see me at least every other day. I'm going to try to do everyday streams. I really am. This one's an early one for me. It's not even my peak hours or when I normally do streams. Normally I stream about like 7 p.m. ET, or 8 p.m., or even as late as 10 p.m., because those are my hours where I know I get views. But it really wasn't about views today. It was really just about getting this out, showing face, getting the nerves out, because I haven't fucking streamed in a while. So even thinking about being in front of a camera again, I was like, oh shit, like I haven't done this. Like, and it's not like I'm scared. It's just new nerves. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta get back to that muscle memory of speaking and being in front of the mic and being in front of the camera and saying, okay, let's get this done, right? So as I go along, I'll get that flow back. I'll get that well-oiled speaking communication again, and show you guys what I'm doing, and I'll be pulling up Unreal Engine and literally building this shit in front of you. But tomorrow I have a few updates that I do want to do, so hopefully I can do that in front of you, where I'm showing you how I'm adding this voice, showing you how it's going to train the voice, because all it takes is about 3 to 10 seconds of you speaking to manifest for then it to clone your voice and speak just like you. A little scary, but yeah, it can do it in 10 seconds. So if you have a mic and you're ready, playing other games with that mic, that same mic you're using, you can actually train your voice with it. And Manifest will listen to you. So instead of you just typing and you talking, you can put it into a listening mode where it's separate from it listening to you for the game. It's listening to you for the game and cloning your voice. And it will let you know, okay, I have enough samples of your voice to now create your voice in real time. Once you do that, you'll see a change, and then they'll be speaking like you. That will be a higher tier feature. So I'll think about it. It might be for pro. I just got to think about it a little bit to see, like, does it make sense? I think it does. So let's just say any paid subscription, you'll get your voice. I don't want to promise that yet, but definitely tomorrow I'll have a clear answer on what that's going to be. But I'm thinking, yeah, anything 99, 1999, no difference. You'll have a custom voice. You probably, if you have another voice, now I'm thinking about it too, if you want another custom voice that's not yours, we would have to figure that out, because there's going to be some type of licensing that we have to make sure you have, meaning just permission to take someone's voice and do that, right? You can't pull Donald Trump's voice and just put it in your game. Yes, this runs locally, so probably wouldn't even know, but for just legalities, we just wouldn't let it happen, right? So yeah, but this is a local program. None of it's API keys. None of it's using another AI. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about really internet connection. The only time you really do need internet connection is when you're logging in, because the game just needs to know who you are, right? But once you log in, you don't really need to stay on online. But if you do want to upload, your game to the arcade, then you're gonna have to be online to do that because it's gonna have to talk to our servers to make sure that okay, your game's fully complete. If it's not, we'll message you back and just say, hey, do this. Or I might just add in the ability to say complete for me, but then it's gonna drain some of your coins. So as you can see here, my coin balance is up here. I'm on a free subscription. I have 467 coins. Every time that I do an object, let me just put this object down, but every time I do any type of action, it will deduct some of my coins. So if I say add chair, I don't know what the hell texture is. Oh, I know what it is actually. Um, but yeah, text chair obviously is the text for it. But see, the chair's here, and it deducted 2 of the coins, right? So it's not a lot. It's not gonna take your whole balance for doing things, and that's why I mentioned if you have 200, you could do a lot with it. Especially if you do it from the prompt first, which I took that off this mode for now on demo because it just wasn't needed yet. But once you see the beta version of it, you'll see that prompt come up and say, okay, what do you want to create? And that will also be in the voice saying, what do you want to create? And as long as you answer it correctly and give it good details, it'll build this whole thing out for you, and all the meshes and textures will be there. If you give it full prompts, meaning full explanations of exactly what the character should be doing, exactly what the character looks like, what the guns look like, what the enemy is, and if you say it clear enough, and it will clarify and help you clarify this whole thing. But if you get it to a point of a full understanding of what you want to build and AI understands that, it will build the whole thing out. So you don't have to worry about like needing a bunch of coins for that process. As long as that process is clear, the coin should be fine. You should be able to do a lot with 200. If you start going into modes like this and you want to edit, modify, add new things, do different stuff, that's where your coins will be depleted. But it's fair enough to where, you can still do a lot and see what the game is capable of. And again, I don't think 9.99 and I mean $9 and $19 is a lot. So to be able to just build a whole game for $19, I think that's pretty good. To buy a new game right now, it's like 60 to 70 bucks, right? So you're literally getting many games for $19, not like you're, playing cloud games. You're literally creating your own and being able to now ship that to the arcade. And then eventually the arcade will expand out. So you'll be able to say, okay, I want to take this off the arcade. I want to list my own game on Steam because it's really good, and I want to submit this to Steam. You'll be able to do that. We just have to have our own contracts in place for that. So I'll be working on that obviously as the game's going because there is a business around this as well. So as we get certain business contracts done, we'll give you guys the ability to say, okay, you can export your game and then take it where you want to go. If you want to submit it on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, etc., you'll be able to do that. And it makes any of those type of games for those consoles, right? So Manifest will be released on those consoles eventually, where you'll be able to say, okay, I want to play Manifest on Xbox, but it may generate Xbox games. Then you might want to play Manifest on Nintendo, and it'll generate Nintendo type games, right? So we'll start positioning the game in different consoles so that you can play and create games for that type of console. Which I think that's why it was important for me to make it a game, because I could have easily just made it like a game engine and competed with Unreal Engine, but it didn't make sense. I'm like, Unreal Engine already has a strong ass engine. They just didn't have the AI components like this, and I just sort of made sense to build it as a game. So now it's like this Trojan horse into a console to be able to build whatever that console already has, right? Or build the next game for that console. So that's what Manifest is, and yeah, I hope you guys understand the demo so far, understand where this is going, but that's basically what I'm trying to do with this whole thing. Now, let me take him because I want to see what's good. So, as you can see, I can keep going. This map is fucking huge. Um, but yeah, there's some textures here. I can take all these objects, move them around if I want to. I don't know where that chair went. I think I don't know where he went. He probably got stuck because I should not have jumped like that. But again, don't bear. I mean, whatever I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, it's a demo. It'll be better as we go. But yeah, see, like he's stuck here. So there is some components that I gotta fix. A little bit of bugs here and there. The chair's doing that because what happened is when I jumped up, it hit a collision point, and I was stuck in a collision point. I can ask the AI to fix it, but then that will also, depending on where the game's at, it might get confused and not do that. So again, in demo mode, don't expect perfection, but beta, you can expect a little more perfection than what we have today. This is just purely to get the idea out there, to show that this is real, to show that, okay, this is where we're heading. And eventually we'll be at a spot where it's just pure imagination. And that's why our mantra for Manifest Anything is say it, play it, because eventually that's all you'll have to do is just say it and then boom, you can play it. So we'll get there. We'll get there. It's gonna take some time, but we'll get there. And definitely by February 17th, we'll have that beta ready, and we'll see what people can do. And being on Steam, I think that's where we'll probably take off a lot more than we're doing right now. We're doing pretty good with some traction. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's good enough for just being me, and listing in different places, and now people seeing it and seeing how real it is. Because I'm sure when you hear the idea of it, it's like, oh, how true could that be? Especially if you're not really into AI as much as me, or you know a real good AI researcher or developer. They may know, okay, yes, it's possible with the right tools and the right AI models behind it. But luckily for me, I know how to build the tools, I know how to build the models. So to put this in a component was easy enough. The hardest part was Unreal Engine and understanding the game mechanics around it. Now that I got that all down, we can really do some great things with this thing. So yeah, this is the demo. I'm gonna hop off this, but yeah, like it's been some shit. It's definitely been some shit to build it, and hope you guys like what's going on. I will be back maybe tonight because I do want to add some shit for the voice, so I might do that live. If not, I'll definitely be back tomorrow or the following day. Just Thursdays are weird for me. So definitely by Friday I'll be here. And if I have it done already, then I'll just show you what the voice does. If I don't, then I'll just build it right there. But I should have it at least halfway done by the time I come back on stream to show you, okay, here's where I'm at with voice mode. Here's what I got to do. And now it's done right in front of you. Or it's done. Here's my voice. You can hear my voice. You hear how it's speaking to me. We have a conversation. You can hear how it jokes. If you guys are familiar with my avatar that I normally have on stream, it'll be just like that. Not so aggressive, right? That nigga's a little crazy, but like not like that, but at least conversational where it feels natural. It doesn't feel robotic. Like I said, it'll laugh. It'll do different things when you're conversating with it. So it'll just feel cool as you're building. It feels like you really do have someone next to you building this game, or at least like this expert game developer that can build any game you want, and just all you gotta do is speak to it. So that's where we're going. That's where we're heading. And I hope you guys like it. It's gonna be a lot to do. I know I keep saying that shit, but it's my brain just keeps thinking of how much more I gotta do. So I just being transparent, like yo, like bear with me, give me a little patience. You'll see a good product as I go along, and yeah, just want to hop on here real quick. It's been 55 minutes. I didn't really want to take a long stream. This was really just a quick stream, show this demo, show that it's real, go into everything that Manifest will be, what to expect in the next couple of weeks, and how much you'll be seeing me over those next couple of weeks. So I think we got that accomplished. I think you guys got a clear understanding what I'm doing with this game. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. All right, peace.